Hey, what is up, guys? Oblivious here, and today I am going to bring you another class setup video from World War II. Today is going to be the VOLKSSTURMGEWEHR, I guess it is pronounced. I'm not really sure. I think it stands for Volk Assault Rifle in German, but it's the new Resistance AR that was put into the game in the most recent. I guess you could say, like, not really DL. I guess it was a DLC. I don't even know. I don't buy the DLC, like season passes or like whatever the maps anymore, so I don't really know like when actual things are released. I know Valkyrie is a map that either is going to be released or was just released, and it was put into like the competitive map. I don't even map pool. I don't even know. But this AR, ever since I've been picking it up since it's been put in the game, like I've been loving it. So like the Gewehr is obviously that was with the what was the Winter Siege or something like that, I think it was called. That was the AR that came with that, and I tried that actually. I just unlocked it tonight as well as this weapon, because this weapon I did buy play 50 games and you unlock it or whatever, where it was like a special challenge, and then the Gewehr I actually just unlocked in a random Winter Siege supply drop. I think it was just like it was a normal supply drop, but there was like a Winter Siege item, and it ended up being a legendary version of that or whatever. The orange, I think it's called Epic. But yeah, so ever since this gun was introduced into the game, I've been picking up a lot. Every time I see it, I try to pick it up because I'm like, Jesus Christ, this thing's amazing. Like, it has no recoil, it shoots really quick, and it kills really, really quick. And also, like, usually people, when I was originally picking up, people would actually just have the iron sights, and I was like, geez, even the iron sights are pretty good. Like, because it has no recoil, the iron sights are actually very usable. So this gameplay is just me going 29-3. It's just the beginning of a TDM game. I was gonna show the whole gameplay because it would have been pretty quick, but they just started leaving. But let's actually get into the class setup. As you saw, I showed it at the very beginning for the first 5 seconds of the video. So obviously, I'm using infantry. I also have a class setup with mountain. I do this for every AR. If you watch any of my AR videos for like best class setup videos in this game, I'll explain that in a second, but how I do it. But so this class I use infantry, and then I have the VOLKSSTURMGEWEHR, and then I have the reflex sight. In this game, I'm using, I forget what the actual reticle is called. It's called up and down, but I like to use the spec. I just haven't unlocked it yet. And then yeah, and then I use quick draw on grip. I use quick draw on grip obviously for everything. I actually do like the iron sights for this weapon, but at a range, I just like the spec eventually. Once I actually unlock the spec, I know I'll just like it better, just because it's just better. Like, it's just so easy to shoot with. And then grip, obviously, it just helps me recoil. And then obviously quick draw just helps me aim in quicker. Because this one of the things I actually realized when I was still unlocking attachments for this gun before I can make the class setup video was actually like this gun's ADS is very bad. Like, the quick draw is actually almost like you need it. And I don't actually think you get any like quick draw stats or whatever from using infantry. I think it's just like move faster while aiming. So yeah, I don't know. Infantry is obviously just always the best for most things, especially ARs, because when you're aiming down sights, you can like actually like strafe a lot quicker. So for my basic training, actually, I'm using hustle. Usually I use prime so I can get an extra attachment, but for ever since they kind of nerfed prime, that I haven't really been needing it. So as you can see in this gameplay, I reload after every kill, as I always do for some reason. Just a bad habit, or a good habit, I guess. I never go into a gunfight without ammo, but sometimes I die while reloading. But I'm using hustle, so I obviously can reload quicker. And then my secondary is the machine pistol, just with an extended mag, just because it's the best. Without duelist, it's just the best because it actually is just kind of like a little SMG. And then I obviously use the MK2 fragmentation grenade, which is literally just the frag. I've been kind of trying to use the Semtex, but I still think I'm just more of a fan of the nade because they can like roll a little bit. So yeah, this gameplay is actually just me going on, I believe, 2 mercilesses like to start out the game. So I go like on a 10 and then a 10, and then I actually think I go on like a 9. So it's basically 3 mercilesses back to back to back, where I get like obviously artillery barrages and glide bombs all throughout and stuff. And this gun just basically melts. Like I'm happy. If this gun was in like AW, like Advanced Warfare, I don't know if you guys, I don't know why I'd explain that, but if you obviously are newer COD, like Advanced Warfare was obviously one of the advanced movement games, but I would, like, if this was a variant or like maybe like a DLC weapon where you had to basically buy, I would be fucking so pissed, because this thing is actually really goddamn good. Like, but I'm very happy. Like, if there's like one thing this game did perfectly, I think it's the whole thing with like the armory credits and the way they do, like, how you can unlock weapons. Like, it's actually easy to unlock the new weapons and the variants. Like, getting supply drops is pretty easy. You just do, like, the daily challenges. You can do a bunch of them and shit like that. It's pretty crazy. Like, and then, obviously, you can, one thing I actually really, really liked was, for this new Resistance, the Orsa, which is the SMG that was released in this new, I guess you could say, DLC, literally, in the armory, only costs, like, 5,000 credits to unlock the weapon overall. So like, you don't even have to do like those like the special challenges where you have to play like 50 games or whatever. So it's pretty crazy. But yeah, this weapon I'd give it like an 8 out of 10. 8, maybe like an 8.3 out of 10. It's really good. I'm gonna be using it a lot. Like it even rivals like the FG42 in the bar and stuff, which is kind of crazy for like, especially because it's a DLC weapon. But once I unlock the spec and like maybe try out a few different things with it and stuff like that, but it's crazy. And also I never explained it, but I was going to. The mountain thing I was explaining was literally I just have a mountain class where I use primed instead, so I can use the exact same attachments, just so I can also be off the radar when I want to use this weapon. That's really it for the day, for today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel. Have a great day. I love you, and goodbye.